After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. Between the Atlanta Falcons and the Houston Texans. The moment has finally arrived, football fans. Time to close out another season, and we're underway in Super Bowl 62. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Headed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk the turnover wisely, throwing it away.
It's a short pick up to the 20. A.J. Terrell making that stop.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down, line to gain, 9 yards out.
Here we go.
3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Blast through midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
Well, that was quite a way to begin this game, Kate, offensively. Quite a worrying way for those 11 guys defensively. We know that stopping the run's a core component of all of these defensive game plans, and they just put that plan through the shredder.
Extra point by Q is up and good. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7, Texans nothing. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Noel to return this. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud now. Left side into the hands of Dell. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35.
16 yards.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, and then go to work after.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage, to make that in-cut and make the catch.
Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Quarterback of his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Stroud looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Into the hands of Dell. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains. It's quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find the throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Stroud off of play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Texans cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Nico Collins with the touchdown. On is Katie York for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 2nd down, Robinson. He's got to gain a 6 there. As he's out shyer that time on the tackle.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Penix on 3rd down. That one complete to Pitts. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Falcon first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Finds him over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's Robinson up the middle. Drop flat. First down he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now Penix off the play action. Falcons isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
They're going play fake with Penix. Gets this one to London. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and converts on 3rd and 17. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Throwing out to the left. Cut! And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice gain.
Firing quickly is Penix. Complete. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons break the tie here in the 1st. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
No to return this. Escapes the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Houston. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. 1st down, Stroud. Go right side, Dell has it. And he has this down to the 34. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter of Super Bowl 62. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Miami in just a moment. Welcome back, all. 2nd quarter of Super Bowl 62 just moments away. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Stroud. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Falcons get the football on the 1st turnover of the contest.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brought down by Christian Wilkins.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
3rd down, it's Penix. That's caught for the 1st. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Falcons.
Play action. Here's Penix. Taking a deep shot here. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single eye or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays could follow.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Noel to return this. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Hits him on the end route. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Dose of the hurry up here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. The left side, caught by Higgins. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here we go.
To the air, Stroud. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Complete to Dell. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. Throwing again, it's Stroud. He's got it to his running back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All set to go now from the 35. Stroud to throw on 1st down. Yes, he missed plenty, and Dell has another. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. That's back-to-back for Dell. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the 1st and goal.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and goal.
Again, Stroud. Brings it in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a one-score game in the first half. Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans make it a one-score game in the first half. C.J. Stroud the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. That one right down the middle. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Texans 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Penix here from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it.
That may have been a situation when you look back on it, he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, it's not enough to get the first down.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More of the Super Bowl coming up on EA Sports. Texans are in the nickel, 3rd down. From the shotgun, Penix has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th down punt coming up. Ethan Evans out to do the honors. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. And they're facing a long field ahead of them as that kick skips out near the 11.
Their own 11-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. To the left and hauled in by Likely. And he's going to get him all the way up near that 30-yard line, Brock. Knocked out a step or two shy of it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Left side into the hands of Dell. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
2nd down.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up.
18. What's that?
Shotgun now for Stroud. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
It's a gain of 13 yards.
Stroud now on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on fourth. Stroud's going to throw for it. He's got it. That's going to be a first and more. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on fourth down. Keeps this drive moving. We've set it down from 37.
Here we go.
First down, Stroud. Taken in by Kirk right side. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
He put everything he had into this one. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans earn the chance to tie before halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. McCole Hardman now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Looking to throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. The incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. He's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. They go play action. Here's Penix. The left side is caught by Pitts. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Within 24 yards on that one. And that's a Falcon first down. quickly is Penix, complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough and stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
5 still to go here. This is second down. They'll run it with Robinson from the pistol. And he stopped after a gain of about 5. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Penix working from the gun. He brings it in and just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, second and goal. From the gun, Charbonnet gets it. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up third and goal. Complete on the option. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead right away in half number 2. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 21.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. No to return this. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Falcons have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Robinson on the inside give. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 17-yard line.
To the air with Penix. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Here's Robinson. With so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Penix now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
To borrow from my buddies in the game of golf, this may be the time where you're playing for par. Forget about birdies and forget about that touchdown. Now it's about recouping some of this lost yardage and feeling good about yourself and making sure, at a minimum, you get 3 on the board.
Now Penix on third and goal. Completed to his running back. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, do it through training camp, do it in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
Koo able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
No to return this. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Cox, this is Noel. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
And the Texans, 1st down.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set. 1st down throw by Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here.
Complete to Joe Mixon.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Working quickly here.
Second and 4.
From the gun, Stroud. Has some room to work. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
31, Texans 28.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
All right, starting the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So we've hit the end of 3 in Super Bowl 62. It's the Falcons with it, hoping to erase memories of Super Bowl 51 and win their 1st title. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Penix. He's rocked, that ball's free. And the Texans have recovered it.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them kids going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
They go play action with Stroud. The right side, Noel has it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him first and goal. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. The 40. Hits the 20. And he brings it back for the pick six and the Atlanta touchdown. Went to the oh-well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Coup on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game.
Falcons 38, Texans 28.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. And they pick him off again! Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Falcons have the football at what looks to be the 37-yard line. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a...